Recently, I made a tutorial on how to download files using Megabastard. Let me highlight, once again, this app is open source and I'm not giving any kind of guarantee for using it. So yeah, use it at your own risk. Now, many people said it worked perfectly for them. They could easily download large files without hitting that IP limit exceeded error. But a few of you still face that problem even after trying fresh proxies. There are a few key points you really need to know, otherwise it might not work for you at all. First, proxies. This one's kinda tricky. Sounds weird, but many proxies are blocked in certain regions. So when you're using those blocked proxies, Megabastard can't download anything because you're basically saying, hey, download this file using these blocked routes. Proxies are like routes. If the route's closed in your region, the app can't pass through, and that's why your download stays stuck at 0 or 1%. Second, downloading speed. Some of you have fast internet, like 100 megabits per second, but still get just a few kilobytes per second on Megabastard. And yeah, that's frustrating. The reason is latency and distance. I mentioned this in my video too. You need to choose proxies that are geographically close to you and have low latency. The closer and faster the route, the better your download speed. I'll show how to check that in this tutorial, so stick with me. Third, IP exceeded. This one's the main reason people use Megabastard in the first place, so let's break it down. Your internet connection has its own IP address. Think of it like a vehicle that carries data. When your vehicle enters Mega's zone, Mega allows you to transport only a specific amount of data per day. Let's say 5 gigabytes. After that, your vehicle reaches its daily limit and can't carry more. Next day, the limit resets and you can transfer another 5 gigabytes again. That's basically what IP limit exceeded means. So here's what I suggest. There are 3 ways to download files from Mega to your PC. First, browser. You can use it, but I don't recommend it for large files. After 5 gigabytes, Mega will stop you and make you wait 24 hours to continue. And if by mistake you close your browser during that time, yeah, everything's gone. All the downloaded data wasted. Second, Mega Desktop App. This one's a bit smarter. It'll download 5 gigabytes, then automatically resume the next 5 gigabytes on the next day. So even though it's slower, it won't waste your previous progress. Now here's the trick you can use. Since you now understand how IP works, you can just change your IP after every 5 gigabytes. Problem solved. Once you hit the limit, switch to a different IP using a VPN like Proton VPN or NordVPN. Just don't use Cloudflare. It doesn't actually change your IP. It just masks it with a static layer which Mega can still recognize. Same thing goes for Megabastard. When using proxies, it keeps changing your IP automatically. But what if those proxies are blocked? Then use Cloudflare WARP. With WARP, you're kind of placing yourself above the clouds, pretending to be at a sky-level route where you can use multiple vehicles to carry your files. And by combining it with proxies, you can transport a lot more data each day without getting that IP limit exceeded issue. Now let's talk about the proxy selection part. I already explained this in my previous video, but here's a quick recap. Pick a country that's closest to your own. Check the latency. That MS number means milliseconds. Go for anything under 500 milliseconds for better speed. And here's something important. If you use proxies without Cloudflare, you'll actually get faster data because there's no third empire sitting between you and the server. It's a direct route, simple and fast. But the problem is, a lot of people are getting stuck while downloading files, which technically means their proxies are blocked. That's where Cloudflare becomes important. It helps bypass those blocks, but it also makes the route longer, especially for users living outside the US. So the better approach is to use a VPN that gives you an IP from the same region or somewhere close to your country. Shorter routes mean faster data transfer, less delay, and overall smoother downloads. And that's it. It's actually simple once you understand how these mechanics work. Hope this clears things up for you and helps your downloads run smoother. If this video helped you, make sure to like and subscribe to Xplody FPS. It's Syra signing off. Take care and stay in touch with me. For more informative videos, tips, and tricks, see you later. Bye-bye.